Hi, my name is Sophie Barnes and I'm running for Student Senate President. To tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a junior here at YCP where I'm majoring in English and minoring in marketing and French. And as far as my history on Senate goes, I joined Senate the very beginning of my freshman year thanks to the encouragement from my orientation leader. And then my sophomore year, I became the secretary, having a position on e-board. And then I decided to take a step back the beginning of my junior year because I got an internship and I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to handle everything on my plate. But once I knew that I would be able to handle everything, I came back second semester of my junior year, and now here I am running for president. So as far as my plans and ideas go, firstly is AmpFlow. This is a company that I learned about while on Student Senate Conference my sophomore year, and this is a company based out of Ohio. It's female-owned, that works to put free feminine products in women's restroom on campuses and as well as in businesses. So this was a project I began working on as soon as I learned about it, working with facilities and Senate. And then even after I left Senate at the beginning of my junior year, that's when I got the bulk of the work done. So this was something I stayed committed to even when I wasn't on Senate. But thankfully, we got the approval to do it just a couple weeks ago, and this is something that will be launching on campus in the fall of 2021. So I can't wait to launch this, market it, and then see it sustained for years to come and possibly launching it in more restrooms across campus. Secondly, I'd like to work toward a more universal grading system. I don't know about you guys, but it gets really frustrating when I have one class where a 93 and above is a 4, but then in another, a 90 and above is considered a 4. And I think we need to make that more equitable, and even if that starts with doing it by department or doing it by school, like the School of Nursing, the School of Engineering, if we start small, I think we can work bigger and maybe even have a universal grading system across all of campus. Thirdly, I'd like to work on a closer relationship with athletes and sports on campus. This is a huge population of students. They're a huge draw for our admissions department, and they do a lot for our campus. They get our name out there, and they work hard, and I think we need to bridge the gap between Senate and them. I think for a long time it had to do with our meeting times, and whether or not that's still the case, I think a conversation with them is maybe the first step in bridging that gap. Next, I'd like to work on an interview closet. The food pantry through ISLGP is something that's very popular and is utilized a lot. So similar to that, an interview closet would be donation-based with clothing that students may not use anymore, that other students can go and borrow when they have interviews for internships or big kid jobs, instead of going out and spending money on clothing that us college kids just don't have to use for one interview. They can go borrow the clothes, clean it, and then return it. So it's a sustainable use of clothing, and then it also saves students money and gives them better opportunities for interviews. Lastly, I'd like to work on better communication with students. A lot of students graduate having never gone to a student senate meeting, and so if they're not coming to us, I think we need to go to them and meet them where they are. And that could be just with, congratulations on making Dean's List, congratulations on graduating. I think if students know that we're a resource here for them, they're much more likely to use us. And then throughout the course of campaigning, I've had people bring things to my attention that I didn't know were an issue. And I think that's a great example of why we need to be opening the communication with students, because they're more likely to bring things to our attention that we may not know just from hosting a Senate meeting. So we need to be going to students as much as, if not more, than they're coming to us with issues. So that's a little bit about my campaign and my platform. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, everyone, for all of the support you guys have given me throughout the course of this campaign. And I encourage you to go vote Wednesday through Friday. Even if it's not for me, I encourage you to exercise your civic right as a York College student. And lastly, just be nice to the person next to you. Thank you.